Imagine someone finds one of your 3D print creations months from now, or maybe it was gifted to them by someone else. Will they know who made it? Today, I'll show you how to create a reusable branding stamp in Nomad Sculpt that lets you add your logo to any of your 3D models within seconds. Right now, I have Procreate open. You can use Procreate, or you can use any other drawing app or even a photo editing app. All you're going to do is change your logo from colorful to black and white depending on what price you want to keep. The entire background of your final image should be black, and whatever you want to keep in your stamp should be white. I'm going to show you how I do it from a photo of my logo if you decide you would like to do it this way. At the top left corner of your Procreate screen, you'll see a little wrench tool. From there, you can hit add and then click insert a photo. You are able to insert a photo or a file depending on where you saved your logo image at. I went ahead and uploaded my picture from my gallery. This is what it looks like. As you can see, there's a lot of shades of pinks and a little bit of a purple, but I want this entire thing to be black and white. I want to keep the sparkles and the lettering for my logo, and everything else I don't want to keep. That means everything else but my small business name and the sparkles will be black while the remaining are white. Easy way to do this is to click the setting to the right of the magic wand. Once you click that, you see the little paint bucket that says color fill. Make sure that is highlighted. Everything you select from here on will automatically be filled with the color that you choose. You can either do it this way, or you can select what you want to keep, invert it, and then fill everything else black, which is I think the easier way, but I just took the more difficult route. If you want to clean up your edges, you are more than welcome to use the paintbrush to paint the edges either white or black to clean them up. I did that because I noticed that my logo was looking a little pixelated and I don't really want those rough edges on my 3D prints. If you happen to have an image of just your small business name, you can also use that and make it white, put it on a black canvas. That works just the same, but I'm just showing you how to do it if you only have a multicolored picture of your logo and you don't have the text itself. This method works for everything else. So if you want to make your custom stamps, if you want to make a heart stamp, if you want to make a smiley face stamp, any kind of shape or design you'd like, you can use this exact same method and it works just as well. This is what mine looks like. It's black and white. There's no other colors. Everything that you see that is white will show up in my stamp, and everything else that is black will not. All you have to do now is just to export your image. You can export it into your files or your gallery, both works. You go back into that same tool that we went to earlier to import our image. Then you click share and it gives you different kinds of file options. I usually save mine as a PNG and I download it into my gallery. The last step is to actually add your stamp into Nomad Sculpt, which is super easy. I'm going to use one of my newest 3D models as an example of how I add stamps to my 3D prints or 3D models. You can actually learn how to make this if you'd like. I have a full beginner's guide to making 3D print products for your small business. If you'd like to grab that for yourself and make your own products for your small business, I'll leave that down below. Let's move along. To add your stamp, you want to go to the right side toolbar and navigate down to the stamp tool. That way we can add our custom logo into our stamp tool. Select your stamp tool, and to add it, you go to the lower left hand corner where you see this little square is. That's where you can find all of these stamp patterns that you can use within your design. You want to click that square or whatever you have it set to, and at the very top there's like a little circle that says import. That's how we're going to import our design. So you click that import button and you upload the black and white image that you have of your small business name or your pattern, whatever it is that you have, you want to upload it there. If you uploaded it and you're like, where is it? It's not here at the top. You actually have to scroll all the way to the bottom to see all of your imports, and it should pop up there. You can see all the ones that I imported already. From there, you select it and then you drag it onto wherever you want. Automatically, it'll look raised. However, if you want it to be inverted so that it creates an indentation into your design, you just hit the sub button on the left side and that will create an indent instead of a raised surface. To either lower or raise the height of the indentation of your logo, you see how mine is a bit too deep into my design. What you want to do is you want to lower the intensity of your stamp tool. You do that by using the tool on the left side toolbar above the sub that we just used. The more you increase it, the deeper the dent. The more you decrease it, the more subtle your stamp is. This is where it's located. In case you want to see a visual of how to do it, you just hold the slider down and you either slide up or you slide down. It also gives you a little preview window to show you how it looks depending on the intensity percentage. And that is how you create your very own small business logo stamp. It's really easy and fun to do. Feel free to have fun with creating your own stamps. It makes the design process much easier and it allows you to brand all of your custom 3D prints within seconds ones. Even though it's a small change, it really helps along the way, because in the future, if somebody has your 3D print and they're wondering where it came from, automatically they'll be able to tell because your logo is on your design, rather than having them look at it and not knowing where it's from when they could potentially come back to you and be a returning customer. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for some more beginner friendly tutorials and to help you grow your small business. I post a lot of free tutorials along with a lot of free small business resources and growth tips. I'd love to see you in my next video, but until then, bye.